So the company Insta360 has kindly sent me out some more items to review and test, and this time they've sent me the Insta360 GO Ultra Creator Combo, and inside of that you get the mini 2-in-1 tripod 2.0, the quick release mount, the camera itself, and then we get the pivot stand. And they've also sent me 2 extra items to review and test alongside the GO Ultra, which is the ring remote and the ND filter set. So do stay tuned to the channel because I'll be testing and reviewing all these items with the GO Ultra. So now let's unbox and take a closer look what you get with the GO Ultra Creator Combo. So first of all, we've got the Insta360 Mini 2-in-1 Tripod 2.0. So let's unbox this and take a closer look. Right, so that's the Mini 2-in-1 Tripod 2.0 out of the box. Straight away you can feel that's really well made and solid. And just underneath we've got some feet. We'll just pull the toggle and they'll just pop out like that. And you'll also get the instruction manual, and then you also get these 3M anti-slip sheets, and you also get the 1/4-inch thread mount along with the 1/4-inch screw there. That's just going to slot straight on top. I'm going to screw that into position. And then this little contraption just fits 2 micro SD cards in, and that magnetically sticks to there. But that's just to cover, because what you don't get with this is the mini remote, and you'll just pop that off and you have to buy that separately, and that'll just snap on there, and then you'll be able to control your camera wirelessly. So Insta360 just provide you with this little case for 2 SD cards just to magnetically fix on there if you haven't got the mini remote. And then those legs just go back in as easy as they came out, as you can see. It's on a spring mount. That's really handy, that is. So in its fully retracted state, it's 18 centimeters, 7.1 inch, and then it can extend to 59 centimeters, which is 23 inch. And then we've got the quick release mount. So we'll just take this out of the box. And I find anything from Insta360 is really well packaged. As you can see with this quick release mount, it's all in these foam inserts. So just take those out of there. So again on the right we've got these 3M anti-slip sheets. We've got the instructions manual. And then we've got the 1/4-inch thread mount once again. And we've got 2 claw adapters, 2 different ones there. And then we've got the main quick release mount, as you can see. It's an angled one. And then they also include 2 of these sound dampening silicone pads. Now these are going to attach straight to the top of the quick release mount, and these are going to then be ideal for any high vibration activities to enhance the audio quality. And as you can see I've got the quick release mount on the 2-in-1 tripod there, and that's just going to snap straight onto the Ultra. And that's already angled for a better perspective straight away, so you're not messing about with it as much. And then to simply take it off, just squeeze the 2 toggles at the side. That pulls straight off. And now let's take a closer look at the pivot stand which you get in the Creator Combo. So now I've unboxed the pivot stand, let's have a closer look what you get. So straight away we get the instruction manual. And then we've got the main pivot stand, and the GO Ultra is just going to fit straight on top of there. It's called a pivot stand for one reason, as you can see. And then again they've provided 2 of these sound dampening silicone pads. Again, these are going to be ideal for high vibration activities to enhance the audio quality. And then last of all on the left here we've got the actual suction cup mount. Now this is going to be great to stick on any glass surfaces. We're just going to get the pivot stand on top there. So I've got the GO Ultra here. We're going to attach it to the pivot stand, but just take note to the diagram there, and that's the way you want to mount it. Now let's attach it to the window. Right, so now I'll attach the pivot stand to the glass. Just take that cap cover off there. That's just going to stick straight on. That's nice and secure, as you can see. Now you just want to rotate the pivot stand to where you want it. And as you can see, the pivot stand's really secure on the glass, and you'll be able to rotate that wherever you want. So that's quite a nice mount. And then when you're done filming, you want to take it off. There's just a little lever at the side there. You'll just pop that and it comes straight off. And then when you've popped it off the window, don't forget to put that back on, so when you're storing it, we don't get any dust in there. And then finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, let's take a closer look at the Insta360 GO Ultra. So that's everything outside the box, so let's take a closer look at what you get. So first of all, on the left here, we've got the magnetic easy clip. As you can see, that's going to rotate when it's on your hat. That's the magnetic side, so you'll be able to get the point of view you need with the camera. But this is really stiff, so be careful not to trap your fingers in there. We'll get the peak of the cap on there, and then when that's on the cap there, it really is nice and secure, so that's just not going to slip off. And now I'll attach the GO Ultra to it to show you. And now I've got the GO Ultra, so now I'm going to magnetically snap it onto here. But you'll not be able to mount it that way, it doesn't like it. So you'll have to mount it upside down, then it just snaps straight into position there. And then you can see you've got the GO Ultra to your baseball cap, and then you'll just angle that wherever you need it. And that really is nice and secure on there. That's, as you can see, not going to come off at all. And then just next to that we've got the charging cable. Now this is USB-C to USB-C. And then we've got the magnetic pendant. And with this magnetic lanyard from Insta360, which you get in the combo, you can mount the GO Ultra in the landscape position, and then it rotates round, so you can do it in the portrait mode as well. So that's really handy. And then we've got the action pod, and now this is where the GO Ultra is just going to magnetically snap into the front of that, and when you do that, we'll be able to charge it, and we'll also be able to view it, just like on the Ace Pro 2. So that's handy, because wherever this is, you'll be able to attach it somewhere else, and then we'll be able to view it through the viewfinder here, just like on the Nano. And then last of all, on the right, we've got the quick start guide. We've got some stickers, the warranty card, and then the main instructions manual. And then last of all, we've got the quick release safety code. I didn't unbox this earlier because it was tightly packed up and sealed, and it was hidden to be fair, so I just quickly checked the box and I found it. So that's everything you get inside the Insta360 GO Ultra Creator Combo package. And now I'm going to fully charge the GO Ultra, we're going to attach it to the action pod, we'll have a light view of the user interface. Here we go. So just before I show you the user interface, I'm just going to show you how to attach it from the action pod. So the GO Ultra just sits inside magnetically, and you're just going to have to push this button here, which releases the toggles, and you'll be able to pop that out there. So when you push that button, just releases the quick release springs inside, and then that reveals the tiny Nano, and that's where you put your micro SD card. That just pops in the side, and then when you put it back on the action pod, it just goes on there magnetically. As soon as it's on there, it's going to start charging, as you can see there. Right, so now the GO Ultra is fully charged, and it came with some charging there. It was at 60%, so it only took around 30 minutes to fully charge. And then you're going to be prompted to download the Insta360 app and then update to the latest firmware. And once you've done that, you'll then be able to access all the menus within inside the GO Ultra. So now let's have a look at the user's interface. Here we go. So just tap the icon at the bottom left, and that'll bring the video option up. And then just right to the icon at the bottom left, if we just highlight that, that's where you're going to get your resolution and frame rates. So we can start off in 1080, 2.7K and 4K. And in 4K, we're going to be able to get right to 60 frames per second. And then we'll just tap the bottom left again. And that's now going to bring up the next one in line, which is pure video mode. Now this is for low light situations. Again, stick around in future videos. I'll be testing all these modes out in depth. And then next to pure video is free frame video. And then the one next to that is called Toddler Titan. Now this is a new one. This is going to be great if you've got any kids, as you're going to be able to capture them close up and personal throughout the years. As you can see, we're going to attach that and you get a wide angle lens so you can capture all the faces in there. So that's pretty nice. And then the next one in line is Time Shift. Now if you follow my channel, I've done plenty of these. You can get 2.7K or 4K and it'll only be 30 frames per second. So this is great because this is shifting time as you go, let's say, to a chest harness, It's just like an hyperlapse if you're familiar with the DJI cameras. But on the Insta360 they've called it time shift. And then next to that we've got time lapse. And then we've got loop recording. We've got slow motion feature there. Let's just see how slow we can get this. So in 2.7K we're going to get 4 times 120. In 1080 we can ramp that up to 240, which is times 8. So that's pretty impressive. Again, stay tuned, I'll be testing all these out in depth at a later date. So next to slow motion we've got star lapse if you want to capture some nice night trails there. And then we've got burst photo, interval photo, and then finally we've got photo mode there. Let's just see how many megapixels we can get up to. It's just like the Ace Pro 2, so we get a whopping 50 megapixels. Again, stay tuned, I'll be testing all these modes out in depth and comparing them with other action cameras. So now we've just seen all the frame rates and modes in the bottom left. Just up from the bottom left is an icon. If we highlight that, this is tilt fix, so this is quite a new one. So when it's activated, it applies up to 10 degrees of horizon leveling to correct uneven mounting or shakes, suitable for everyday vlogs. So basically, if you don't hold the camera straight, just below 10 degrees, it's going to keep the horizon true and level. And then the icon in the bottom right hand corner, if we hit that, that's just going to give you a field of views. So in this one we've got linear, D-warp, ultra and mega. Now just next to the field of views you'll see a ×1 icon. Now this is just to zoom, and you'll just hit that and then hit the ×2 and that punches in there. And this is supposed to be lossless quality. Then hit it again and then you're back to ×1. Or you can double tap the screen and that punches in there automatically. And then double tap to get to ×1 again. And then just at the top right, if you hit that icon, that's going to bring the charging statuses up on the Go Ultra and the Action Pod. As you can see, the Action Pod there is 100% and the Go Ultra is on 70. And then if you swipe down from the top, it's going to access some more menus. As you can see there, we're going to swipe right to left. It's going to bring a hell of a lot more menus up. Again, I'll be going through all these at a later date. This is just a light overview for you. So you'll be able to read all those and pause it. We've got some more settings as well, as you can see. Lots and lots to get through here in future videos. And then if you swipe right to left, that's going to bring yet some more menus up where you'll be able to go into manual and set this how you want it. And then if you swipe up, again that's going to bring you frame rates, resolutions, your HDR, your stabilization modes, your ratio and your durations. And then when you swipe left to right, this is where all your video files will be, but I've not filmed anything yet, so nothing's in there. So now let's have a look at the Action Pod itself. So just on the right here, we've got the power button and the quick shot menu. On the other side, we've got the charging port, USB-C. And when you squeeze that toggle there, that just releases the Go Ultra from the Action Pod. This is where you're going to mount it underneath. We've got the shutter button on top there. And then this screen, if you own the Ace Pro 2 or the Ace Pro, it's identical. That's just a flip screen there. Then you'll be able to vlog in selfie mode with that. And that just pops straight back down. Like I shown you earlier, this button at the side, you'll just press and hold that. Then you'll be able to pop out the Go Ultra there. And then to start and stop recording on the Go Ultra, there's just an invisible button there. You'll just tap that once. And as you can see on the Action Pod, that's starting to record, no matter where I point that wirelessly. And then we'll just press it again to stop recording. And also, like I shown you earlier, the Go Ultra is magnetic, and that's going to just pop straight into the back of the Action Pod. And then instantly it's going to start charging. And then when you want to record any footage when the Go Ultra is inside the Action Pod, you'll just hit the shutter button on top. As you can see, that's starting recording whilst it's inside the Action Pod. So that was just a short video today unboxing the Insta360 GO Ultra Creator Combo, and then the accessories which came with it. We've had a look at them, and then stick around because in later videos I'll be really putting them accessories and the Ultra thoroughly through its paces. So if you're interested in buying the Insta360 GO Ultra, I'll be leaving a link in the description, and there it'll send you straight to the Insta360 website where you'll be able to purchase it. And then just a quick heads up, Insta360 are preparing a Black Friday promo for the Go Ultra, and you'll be able to get up to $130 off, and that's starting around November the 20th, so do keep an eye on the website for that. So as always, do stay tuned to the channel, as there's going to be plenty more videos on the horizon, especially with testing out this newly released Insta360 GO Ultra and all the accessories which came with it. But for now, thanks for watching, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and bye for now.